Let me just put this to you finally and very briefly. We've heard the usual calls from for European countries to step up and act in a way that Israel cannot just shrug off. The European countries' hands, though, slightly tied, aren't they? They just can't be seen to be funding designated terror organisations. So what do you expect to see happen next?
Well, unfortunately, what led to this moment is European and American increasing disengagement from the topic. It emboldened the Israeli Minister of Defense to take such decision without any care or consideration of the consequences, because quite frankly, it's unlikely that there would be any substantial consequences to this. But if a line is not drawn before criminalizing and delegitimizing Palestinian civil society and nonviolent activism, the consequences of that are going to be extreme and catastrophic. If the goal is to achieve security for Israel, this is going to achieve the very opposite. It would fuel the conflict more and more. It would empower hardliners, and it would set us ever more distant from ending the conflict. At the same time of Israel blacklisting these organizations, you can see that it's being deliberately idle towards settler violence in the West Bank, and it has a growing appetite for settlement expansion, and it's saying a clear no to the two-state solution. So if Europe and the US do not draw a red line now, it'll not stop here. It'll go further and further, and Palestinians are completely silenced.
And we certainly know that there is an Israeli delegation to the US next week, and also a promise from the Israelis to provide information to the Europeans as to why they made this situation. We will continue to follow this story. It's been a pleasure having you on, sir, today. Thank you.